y'all? What up, AI? How you feeling? You know, I gotta hit you with is Brooklyn and
It's hard. You know, you try to eat good, you try to eat better. The nutrition is tough.
that ain't what we wanted. There we go. Got the interrogation light. That's nah. Get it better. Should be cool. How you feeling today? AI Jones is Brooklyn in the house. I'm doing great. I can't complain. Said all's well. Are you asking? Yeah, I'm great. No complaints. Took a mini nap. Make sure the boogie's out. Thanks for stopping by, man. It buffered out on me last time when y'all was in here. How you doing, the real odds? So Sarah and Brenda, if y'all still in here, thank y'all. Toast to y'all. What this is Mandarin seltzer water. Cheers to y'all. Hope y'all doing great out there. No matter where you are in the world. Glad you're doing good. Real odds. Where you from, real odds? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, it's a second gig, but it's slow. Appreciate you stopping by while you're at work. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Are you in New York? Okay. Both of y'all. Are you still in New York, AI Jones, Brooklyn? Or is that just where you from? We got New York in the building. Best okay. Oh yeah, you said it turned into Disneyland, huh? And Real Oz is at Hudson Valley. Never heard of that before. Hudson Valley. That's from the name of the river, right? Hudson River, where the mafia put you. See if I can get some more people in before I start talking about the topic. That's in the state of New York. Shouts out to. Oh, okay. BK stand up. I like New York, yeah. I like how gritty New York is. I like the attitude of the people in New York, the hustle and the bustle. I like how when y'all crossing the street, it's like 100 people. Some part is gritty, but yeah, the attitude is the same. You ask somebody how they doing in New York. How I'm doing? What? What you mean? How I'm doing, son? What you want to know? How I'm doing, son? Cleveland's gritty, but it's not as gritty. It ain't too far off though. I'll tell y'all that. A lot of people get Cleveland twisted, thinking that it's like farmland. Because I guess of what people see on TV. Cleveland is pretty urban, y'all. If you never been here, it'll surprise you. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, you'll definitely get surprised. I keep messing the light up. Coming from out of town, thinking that Cleveland is just a farm town. See how I can get this to work. Keep messing it up. Y'all work with me. Never been. It's cool. It's like a mid-major city. I would say the best thing to visit is probably like the museums and casinos and restaurants. Oh yeah, Bone Thugs really put us on the map for real. It's all good. They did really put Cleveland on the map though. As far as well, I mean, it was older groups, older like singing groups and stuff like that that came out of Cleveland before, but they probably had the most success out of Cleveland. I really like their music. And my favorite Bone Thugs song is off of the Set It Off soundtrack, and it's called "The Days of Our Lives." If y'all not hip to it, write that down, and you won't regret it. They had a song on the show soundtrack too that was fire. I always forget the name of that, but if you hip to the show soundtrack, it had Tupac My Block on there, and they had a fire song from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah, there you go. Everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let them know thing. And I know y'all know the song where they said, "I miss my Uncle Charles." That's my favorite song. East 99, probably their best album. Damn, that 10 minutes went by quick. I was about to say I gonna start talking about the topic after 10 minutes. The time be rolling. Y'all give me a second to get my Dr. Dre on. Well, I ain't gonna say Dr. Dre. That's corny. To get my what Redman and Method Man used to do. But Redman said he quit. I was surprised. But then I see he's still making songs talking about puffing, so I don't know. Should we trust Redman? Oh my bad. I got y'all facing the light like y'all in the interrogation room. Give me a second. Somebody fired a lighting guy. Somebody fired a lighting guy. All right, I'm good. I ain't gonna take too long since it's 1 in the morning. Brick City. I love Redman. Uh, his music is fire. My favorite Redman album is the one with Keep It 99 on there. And I'm a Dog. That album is fire. I like Muddy Waters too. I used to bump that a lot when I was like 19, 20. Mm, 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 mm. I listen to a lot of New York artists. Got to head back in. Appreciate you coming through, AI Jones. Thank you, man. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Sandra James. Mm, 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 mm. Where you from, Sandra? If you don't mind me asking. Thank y'all for being up with me. Mm, mm, mm. Appreciate it. Mm, mm, mm. Might as well go in on the topic since it's been 14 minutes. I was talking about forgiving our enemies yesterday, and now I'm going to talk about like once you forgive somebody, a lot of people think that you should still rock with them and like be around them, but I think the total opposite. I figured I would go late sometimes to show love to people on the other side of the world that have that subbed to my channel recently. From let me see if I can get it all of them: Sweden, New Zealand, Kenya, Nigeria, Thailand, Philippines, and I think that's it. Australia too. So everybody on the other side of the world, thank y'all. I went live at this time so I could show y'all some love. I ain't forgot about my people over here in the US, and I know some of y'all are in the central and the western time zone. and in Hawaii too, and Vancouver. People in Canada. I ain't forgot about y'all. So that's part of the reason, Sandra. To make a long story short, I ain't forgot about y'all too. I know some of y'all be up late night and want something to talk about or some entertainment. I was mostly a late night here growing up, so I know how it is. But yeah, I was talking about forgiving your enemies yesterday, so I kind of wanted to kind of stay on that a little bit and talk about once you forgive people, like most of my life, if I was to like forgive somebody and they did something like majorly wrong, I don't really want to deal with you no more. But I noticed that most of my life, when I would talk about it, a lot of people would still let people that did wrong to them in their lives and still try to befriend them. But I'm not down with that. Like, I would rather just leave people alone who really tried to hurt me, especially deeply, and they did it intentional. I would rather just forgive you and leave you alone. What up, Rising Phoenix? I was just talking about people in Central Time and how I'm going late for people like you that live in Texas and beyond to the West Coast and the other side of the world, just to show y'all love. Appreciate the like button stampers, the like button smushers. That was corny. Let me think of something better. The people who hit the like button with a snowball. There we go. I done used that before in other people's lives, so don't call me out. Just kidding. I don't care. Yeah, it's only midnight there. So yeah, I went late to show y'all everybody who is behind my time some love. And I don't mind. I used to be a late night head. AI Jones, he was on break and he just went back to work. So he not in the chat no more, but shout out to you for stopping by on your break. We appreciate it. Mm, 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 mm. What you up to, Phoenix? I saw you at the waterfall. That was a cool. I mean, yeah, the waterfall. Nah, water fountain. But nah, well, what would that be called again? Dang, what is it called? It ain't a water fountain. It ain't a waterfall. I forgot. What's it called again? You land trying to get warm. I didn't realize how cold the fountain. Oh, it is a fountain. I'm thinking that the fountain is where you drink, and I had a brain for it. That was a cool little fountain. And it was right outside the big stadium too. I'm late sometimes, especially if I work both jobs all day. Then I gotta do YouTube stuff at night. That's a tight schedule. Salute to you for getting all that done. Because YouTube is definitely a job. Even though it's fun and it's cool to meet like cool people, it's definitely a job. Because I've been I've been blessed to grow my channel to like 325 subs now by going to support other people and networking through other people and showing other people's channel love, and that's how I was able to grow to 325. So thanks everybody for getting me to 325 subs. I got over like 600 watch hours now, so I'm I'm on the right path. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And to keep on the topic, I was just getting into it. I was talking about when you forgive somebody, how most people I've seen throughout my life, at least this is my experience, a lot of people keep them people around that they done forgave that did stuff to them. Yep, 325 now. Try to do that every Thursday. Okay. Are you talking about going live at like in the middle of the night? Or like going to support other people? What up, Sarah? St. Louis is in here. I think I heard some tires screeching and some pow pow. Cause St. Louis is in. Nah, let me let me stop. That could go for my hood too. I'm just trying to make a mess, y'all. Hold on. The light that came down. Mm-mm. Mm. The light dude is fired today, y'all. the light, the lighting dude is fired. He said, "I forget, but I ain't hanging out either." So yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I never understood people who were crossed by somebody, especially like seriously, and they decided to hang around. I got it if it was like a family member, but if it was outside of the family, I didn't really understand somebody who had got done dirty by somebody and they still wanted to try to like make amends with it. But to each his own. So I don't judge. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, did y'all see that one Uber driver or Lyft driver in Chicago, and he picked that girl up, and she was like, hurry up," and dude started bucking at him. That was crazy. That was probably like 4 years ago. That's crazy. I'm baked cookie in love. It's not that ghetto. I forgive who I want. I just recently began to be able to forgive people that have like seriously crossed me, or somebody I consider an enemy that did me like seriously wrong, and it has helped me out tremendously. But I definitely don't want to be around you anymore. What up, Sheik Shit Yak? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I always try to take my time saying your name so I don't mess it up. Sheik Yak. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Mr. Block, what up? As y'all can see, I be in these YouTube streets because I believe Sheikh Shahag is from India and I be over there a lot. Appreciate you stopping by, Mr. Blood. I thought you might have been calling them hogs again. Hey, that was a funny picture I sent you. Hey, y'all, I sent him a picture of a don't say it, Mr. Black. What is it? Was it a warthog? And it looked like it was calling his phone. That was funny. Oh yeah, India be jumping, y'all. If y'all not hip, man, India is it be on and popping in their YouTube. it be some of the chats in India. Like when as soon as I put my comment in, it's already like 20 spaces up, y'all. It's like an elevator took it and went whoosh. It's crazy. The mess out of their people over there. And in Thailand too. Blessings chat on your block. I'm going to India later. Yeah, that picture was funny. The crazy thing is with some people, when they know that they are forgiven, they pull something else. They don't even get it. Yeah, those are the people that just don't have no good heart and they take advantage of nice people who trying to do the right thing. And that's exactly one of the reasons why I don't want to be around nobody no more that cross me because like just in like a relationship or a friendship, once you lie to me or you steal from me or you be unfaithful, you done totally like ruined it for me and I don't even look at you the same no more. And that's just been me from the start. Like once you do something major to me, I don't trust you no more. I can forgive you now that I got to that point, but I would rather not be around you. That's a block party. It's gone. For real, for real. Let me see what you talking about. Oh, you talking about the as soon as you probably when you type your comment and people over there like in India or Thailand, they be so supportive in they chat. That comment be like, "Pew." It's funny. I was laughing hard when I was over there, and now I was like, watch this when I hit enter, bing, and it was gone like an elevator. Yeah, that chat be moving. It be moving like Speedy Gonzalez. Y'all probably don't know what that is. That's an old ass cartoon. It was funny though. In that part of the Looney Tunes, yeah, that's Looney Tunes. I just dated myself with the Speedy Gonzalez, the Tasmanian Devil. I think my favorite is Foghorn Leghorn. Let me stick to the topic. I ain't got off topic though. Yeah, so I definitely would rather keep people at a distance that have crossed me and I forgave them. But I get it though with people who have to like still be around their family or try to give family a second chance because I get it though. Some people don't want to just totally like remove somebody out their life. But that's dangerous though. As we were just saying, like they could come back and cross you if you keep them close to you, which that's not cool. But I get it though. You know, some people want to give family more than one chance. People are totally changing for the bad, and that's been years ago, basically. Yeah, you can see it in the behavior of people, people crossing each other, uh, being more promiscuous. You see less respect, like for each other, and like neighbors don't even hardly speak. When I grew up, I knew like all the neighbors and all the kids would come on, play sports with each other. But it's not like that no more. Like Tupac said in that one song, I said this the other day on the song "My Block." Tupac said, "We used to be a close knit community, but now we are close strangers," and that was deep right there. That was deep. Yep, he was. Let me go back up a little bit. People are told to change from the bad. I read that. Yep, he was Latino, I think. I forgot what I said that you said that too. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. I forgot what I said that you said he was Latino, I think. That's why you got to stay out the way. Yep. I was kind of always like that, to be honest. And I'm glad that I was a gamer. Like, I was a big gamer, y'all. And I believe that might have saved my life, y'all. I used to play Madden and 2K and NBA Live and stuff. And now I only play FIFA, but I believe that being a gamer, it could have possibly saved my life. Shiyak, my brother. Mm-mm-mm. It's 12:33. Biblical things is coming to fruition. Yep. Especially Revelations. Revelations has been really hitting home about a lot of stuff. I was really blown away when the Euphrates River dried up and like rivers was popping up in the middle of deserts. And what else? When they found the sulfur where Lot's wife turned around and turned it into salt, that was mind blowing to me. And when they found the wagon wheels and like chariots and like other stuff in the bottom of the Red Sea, that blew me away. And they found uh, Noah's Ark on way up on top of a mountain, and they said it had to be a flood for it to get up there. That blew me away. So a lot of stuff been hitting home. The cartoon characters. Yeah, I used to love cartoons. I was watching. It's a GI Joe 24-hour stream on YouTube. I was watching that like yesterday. That bring back good memories. I used to love GI Joe. I used to watch GI Joe, Gumby, the Smurfs, uh, Thundercats. Hey, who out there is like old as me that remember this cartoon? And he used to pick from four different cartoons. That's what was cool about it. And two of them was the best one, and it was called the Street Frogs, and one of them was called Karate Cat. And when I was little, if it didn't pick at least one of those two out of the four, I would just start getting dressed for school. Power Rangers and Gumby, Tom and Jerry was fire. That was one of my favorites too. I used to watch Power Rangers just a little bit, and you know what's cool if you was a big Power Rangers fan? It's a YouTube channel called the Art of Disclosure, and the black dude with the messed up hairline is getting interviewed by that dude in the last week. So if you really like the Power Rangers, the it's a cool interviewing channel called the Art of Disclosure, y'all. Y'all will like it. They just interviewed two of the actors off The Wood too. If you like that movie, The Wood, he mostly interviewed a lot of black stars, but I think it's been some other cultures on there too. Tom and Jerry, Gumby, Tall Spin, Tailspin. I don't remember Tailspin. I think I used to see the intro, but I never watched it. Y'all remember them? Yeah, it's real old. Rising Phoenix. Look up, y'all look up Street Frogs and Karate Cat, and if you as old as me, it might bring back memories. But if you're not, then you're gonna be like, man, what is this? But it was cool. Street Frogs was cool. It used to be frogs that would be rapping, and there was hip hop frogs. And the intro was fire. It was like da 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 da. Street frogs who can do hip hop better than a frog can. Street frogs, street frogs. Yeah, that was my jam, y'all. I go back to Speed Racer. I used to watch Speed Racer a little bit. He Man and JEM. What's JEM? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Y'all remember She-Ra? Didn't She-Ra used to join He-Man sometimes? The Jetsons was good, even though they didn't rock with no black people in there. Come on, Jetsons. We wasn't in the future or in the past. We wasn't on the Flintstones or the Jetsons. The Adventures of the Gummy. I used to watch the Gummy Bears. Oh no, I used to watch the Care Bears. I used to watch the Care Bears. Care Bears was actually kind of fire on the low, y'all. I used to love watching Yogi and Boo Boo, Fraggle Rock. I used to watch that a little bit, but I like the Muppets. I used to like the old dudes in the balcony, the Muppets, Jim and the Misfits. Oh, I remember a little bit. The Ninja Turtles, yeah, Ninja Turtles was fire. The Flintstones was dope. Yeah, the Smurfs, they was dope. It's so many good cartoons from back in the day. I really, I'm glad that I grew up in the era that I grew up in because I think we had the best era, y'all. I was able to go basically through the 80s and the 90s because I don't really count the 70s because I was born in 77. What else was a fire cartoon? Thundercats. I think I said that. Oh, did y'all like Inspector Gadget? Inspector Gadget was fire. Transformers. How could we forget that, y'all? What about the HR Puff and stuff? Puff and stuff with Jimmy and the flute. I ain't never seen that before. I had to look that up. I might have to look that one up. What about Rainbow Bright, y'all? It was fire on the low. Uh, are we forgetting any classic ones? Oh, Heathcliff, that was my jam too. I liked it way better than Garfield. Heathcliff was the jam. What else? What else? What else? I know it's like one more we forgetting. That's a classic. Our Saturday mornings was just super dope when we were little. Then once all the cartoons went off, I think Soul Train used to come on. Yep, Soul Train used to come on. The Showtime at the Apollo used to come on Saturday nights where y'all was like late at night when y'all was growing up. Oh, and did y'all ever see Benny Hill growing up? It was an English dude who was real funny, y'all. If y'all not hip to Benny Hill, please YouTube Benny Hill if you need some laughs. Benny Hill was very funny, y'all. It wasn't a cartoon, but character shows. Okay. The Simpsons. The Simpsons still going too. Did y'all know that The Simpsons was created by a Freemason and that's why it be predicting all the stuff that's going on in the world? But y'all know this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a man on the couch with my camera phone in my face. Dang, I messed that up. Trying to be cool with my camera, my phone camera light in my face. Dang, I almost had Penelope Pit Stop. I used to watch that. Benny Hill. Benny Hill was hilarious, y'all. The Littles. Yeah, I remember the Littles. Do y'all remember the Munchichis? The Munchichis. Inspector Gadget. Yeah, Inspector Gadget was dope with Penny and the Brain. Remember the little dog called the Brain who used to Penny used to send him to go watch and look after Inspector Gadget. I think that was her uncle. Care Bears, yep. Fire. Late night. Did the older people remember this show where they would lip sync and it was called Putting on the Hits and it would say putting on the hits? It used to come on like at 3 in the morning after like Solid Gold. Y'all remember Solid Gold? Yes, the Hug a Bunch. I think I remember that. Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. I used to watch that a little bit. What else was fire? I think we done named most of the good ones. I used to like watching the A Team and Knight Rider. I talked about being able to sit in the Knight Rider car in my life about 2 weeks ago. Y'all see how blessed my life been? That's why y'all never see me down on myself. I was able to go to the Universal Studios and sit inside the Knight Rider car, and Kit talked to me, y'all. I'll never forget that. That was so dope, y'all. And I talked about sitting in the. I was in the bike with ET in the basket. They picked me out of the crowd, and the bike looked like it was flying over the houses, like in the movie ET. If you ain't ever seen ET, it was pretty good. It's old. It's like early '80s old. Just to let you know. Yes, I remember putting on the hits. I ain't run into somebody that knew about putting on the hits in a long time. I used to smell her hair burning on Saturdays while watching that Apollo. And my six sisters doing each other hair. Apollo's it's still good to watch, in my opinion. And if you're wondering where what it comes on, there's a free TV and movie app called Pluto, and it comes on there quite often. If you're a Showtime at the Apollo fan, shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Stash Cash if you ever watch this on the replay. Stash Cash a cool dude, y'all. If y'all not hip to his channel, he a cool dude, and he from Harlem. I would love to go to pull up and go to Harlem because I'm from the same kind of hood. It looked like the same kind of hood I'm from, y'all. I'm from a small city called East Cleveland, to the east of Cleveland, and a lot of people think I'll be saying the east side of Cleveland, but nah, it's actually called East Cleveland. And if you see one of my shorts, it is the ghetto. I used to, I read that there were so many. I believe some cartoons shaped us into some way. Some ways, I will be 64 soon. I believe the same way. The cartoons was way better back in the day, and I agree. It did shape us because it taught us lessons. If you're a GI Joe fan, you remember at the end of GI Joe, it would teach you a lesson, and then it would say, I think it would say that's one to grow on or something like that. Yeah, I think so. Casey, oh yeah, oh that's a great memories. Casey Kasem, he used to have a. Did y'all know he did a lot of the cartoon? He did Scooby Doo. He did the Scooby Doo voice, I think, or was it Shaggy? He did one of them. Yeah, that used to be fire. It made me think of Saturdays when you would hear his voice. You can watch 2026 movies on HG. Best just go on Chrome. Okay. Okay. Oh, my text didn't finish. Sorry about that. It's all right. Shout out to Harlem, best place in the world. Oh yes. I thought you was just playing something when you put that, so I guess you weren't. I've been to Harlem. I think I was like 5 or 6, and my cousin was driving, and I think we were going over the Brooklyn Bridge or one of them bridges, and I was sleeping in the back, and I woke up, and we was going over to the city, and we passed the Apollo. My brother said the Fat Boys and Run DMC was out there, but I think he was capping, yeah. But the cars were double parked, and it was real busy, so I got to see Harlem. I was a little tight though. Well, not a tight, a little young man. What about Rodon and Godzilla? I don't remember Rodon, but I used to like Godzilla though. Yeah, I definitely watched. You know, I watched the NBA Inside stuff. I was a basketball player, so I would be glued to that. I still go back and watch the old basketball games when it was real basketball because NBA is trash now. And if you still like it, I don't mean to take a crap on it, but I'm a more of a masculine type of dude, man, and uh the league is soft where I like the 80s ball where you could damn near get slapped in the face and start bleeding and you wouldn't even get kicked out of the game for making somebody like bleed. Now you could barely like foul somebody hard and you get kicked out the game. You might get suspended. And like dudes is wearing pink shoes and no offense to anybody that like pink, but y'all feel me though. I'm from a different breed. When I played basketball like on the court, I rarely would call foul and I would just keep playing like it's just way too soft. That's my mini NBA rant. Simple. About to head out. Thanks for stopping by. Salutes. You was a Michael Cooper fan, Showtime fan. I liked the Lakers back then. I like Coop. He was good with the high socks. He was a good player. Simple as getting the snoozies. Have a great night, Simple. Thanks for always being cool, always being in all people's chats and saluting me when I come into the chat. You're a good one. And you got the congratulations on always having a whole bunch of likes on your fish tank streams. Tracy, how you doing, Tracy? My day one. I was just watching your videos talking about your new purchase and you comparing it to the camper and how you didn't like the other big campers and then you found the caravan that you like and you called it my buddy. So yeah, I've been watching you. I'm in and out of finding somewhere to live. So sometimes if I don't comment on y'all videos, I still have watched it, but just give me time. But I'll be running your playlist still, Tracy. See, look, I haven't. This is like the longest I haven't shaved or cut my hair because my clippers is in the storage. I'm going to get them. Try to get them tomorrow. I asked people, what should I keep it and keep the I cut logs beard and go high, or go back to the chin strap. Thanks, Tracy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. And this is one of the reasons why. Well, the main reason is to be available for y'all on the west, all the way from Arlington, all the way across the world, and be live at a different time instead of catering to everybody in the U.S. So that's why I'm up at 1 in the morning. Bum, 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 bum. Salute to y'all. I have a live to do early in the morning, so I'm going to turn in. Okay, Sandra, we'll do your replays and when you go late night. Much love, Chris and the fam. Everybody show Sandra some love. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Stop by even though she got 2 jobs and do YouTube. You know that's love. That's super love right there. So I was talking about forgiving people and either keeping them at a distance or around in your life. And my preference is I could forgive you, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to be in your presence anymore, especially if you did me wrong on a high level. I would rather forgive you and love you from a distance after that. Mm-mm-mm. That seems to be the poll in the chat. Forgive you and love you from a distance after that. But most of my personal experiences growing up, a lot of people would try to give their friends or love or family members a second chance. But I think that's a no no, especially if they did you wrong. Trying to get warm from working outside. I cut your no, I thought it was warm down there. I thought it was in the 70s. But Texas people used to that being in the hundreds. So the 70s probably still is kind of cold to y'all. Just like in California, when they go down to like the 50s and 60s at night in California, they say it's cold, but if like it's in the 50s here, y'all, I got all the windows open. Y'all probably can't see it because it's the nighttime. Let me see if y'all can see. Y'all see the windows open over there? This is unheard of for it to be in the 50s in Cleveland in February. So look, all three windows is up. I know y'all like, what are you doing? But when you from Cleveland, you enjoy this weather because it's gonna go back down into the 30s after tomorrow, and them windows will be closed. But it been in the mid 50s like for the last 3 days. You gonna see about a job tomorrow at a pizza place. Damn, you made me want some pizza instantly. Trying to get one. Oh, I read that. Arlington, Texas in this thing. You ever go to a rodeo, Rising Phoenix? I've watched some on ESPN. I used to watch them a lot on ESPN when I was little. I used to like seeing them, how fast they could rope the, what's it called, the steer? Pizza, 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 pizza party. Y'all ever see those, the memes or the posts where they put $1 million companies always they celebrate by giving you a pizza party. They done no, it'd be like the company that made $1 billion this year, and they just give you the workers a pizza party. That's kind of like a popular, funny, with what's it called, Wissamajig? I don't forget Wissamajig. It didn't feel cold till I got inside. It's 55 now, and the temperature's dropping fast. That's probably what it is right here, but to us in Cleveland, 55 is like 75 because we don't experience this weather at all. Yeah, throughout my whole life, I don't think I've ever been able to have the windows open this deep into February. That would only happen like around May. Like the beginning of May, y'all. Cleveland is no joke when it comes to the winter time. So yeah, I think the poll from people forgiving people and want them to be away from us, I would say it's most of people said, yeah, we would rather love y'all from a distance. And can you blame us? Once you cross somebody, you should expect to like for people to not really want you around. You gotta forgive because God forgives. It says in the Bible, God forgives us 77 times 7 daily. And that's a lot. That what fueled me to get where I am, where I could pray for my enemies and forgive them. Because I thought about, God forgiving us because I know that I've sinned, and I know how many times I done prayed and asked for forgiveness for my sins. So, like you said, who am I to judge? So, I definitely forgive people, but I admit it's tough to still be around somebody that has done me wrong or tried to do me harm, and still come around them and like treat them as if they didn't do nothing. You always want pizza? Yeah. Most of my life, I could have eaten pizza every day, and all different variations. No, I'm good on rodeos. Wow, Tracy, that's cold. Let me see what temperature did Tracy say. Doom, 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 doom. Tracy, it's around -10. Whoa, no wonder y'all said, "Whoa." You finally got your winter weather. I seen the backdrop of when you were talking. That was a cool like backdrop scenery. I think even Okies Eden mentioned that and said that's a cool scenery when you were talking outside. I worked the PBR at the stadium though. I've seen that PBR before. That must be the name of the rodeo. I don't like bull boo boo. I was gonna say something about you probably don't like how it stinks so bad. I don't like that's a lot for real, for real. I'll take a lower pay if they give me some pizza. That's funny. Are you gonna close them before morning? Mm-mm-mm.